Hi, welcome to Z3 Design Academy. My name is Z, and I'll be showing you how to make a bottle cap in Onshape. If you're interested in the step-by-step instructions or a more comprehensive course on how to use Onshape, please check out the details in the description box below. Let's get started. First, I'm going to create a new document, rename the document to bottle cap, and hit create. Next, I'm going to change the workspace units from inches to millimeters. Then I'm going to start a new sketch on the top plane, switch the top view in the view cube, and also make sure I'm showing constraints. First thing I'm going to do in this new sketch is draw a construction circle. So I'm going to select construction, select center point circle, and draw a circle at the origin. I'm going to dimension the circle to 30 millimeters, just like that. Next, I am going to draw an arc using 3-point arc. I'm going to select 2 points on the circumference of the circle I just drew, and I'm going to make sure that the arc is curving inwards towards the origin, just like that. I am going to make sure that the center of the arc is coincident with this line right here, just to define it more. And then I'm going to make sure that the radius of the arc is 3 millimeters, just like that. But this arc is not yet fully defined, so I'm going to dimension the distance between the arc and the circle to 1.77 millimeters. Now this arc is fully defined. Now I'm going to create a circular pattern along the circumference of the first circle using circular pattern. I'm going to select the arc as the pattern, and I'm going to replicate it 18 times. So change that number to 18. And then I'm going to left click using my mouse to place the pattern, just like that. I'm going to finish the sketch, and I'm going to create a new plane that's above this top plane that contains the first sketch. So I'm going to select plane from the toolbar, make sure that the new plane I'm creating is offset from the top plane, and I'm going to change the offset distance to 4 millimeters. Before I place that plane, I'm going to make sure that the new plane is above the top plane, just like that. Next, I'm going to create a new sketch on the plane I just created. And I'm going to switch to the top view using the view cube. Then I'm going to draw a circle at the origin and dimension it to 26.5 millimeters, like that. This is all I need to do. I'm going to finish the sketch, and I'm going to select Loft from the feature toolbar. I'm going to make sure that I'm creating a solid loft and that this is a new feature. I'm going to select 2 profiles, Sketch 1 and Sketch 2. And I'm going to go ahead and accept the loft, and this is the first feature I created, but I'm not done yet. Next, I am going to create another plane and make sure that this new plane, which is plane 2, is offset from plane 1 by 3 millimeters. And make sure I can see that this new plane is above plane 1. Looks good. So I'm going to place that plane. So after placing plane 2, I'm going to navigate to the top view of the sketch plane and start a new sketch on plane 2. And make sure I'm showing constraints. I'm going to draw another circle at the origin and dimension that circle to 25 millimeters in diameter. That's all I need to do. I'm going to finish that sketch and go back to loft to create another loft feature. For this second loft, I'm going to make sure that it's a solid loft, but it's being added to the first one. So make sure it's add, not new. And I'm going to select the top face of the first loft and the sketch I just created as the profiles of this new loft. That looks good. And I'm going to finish placing that loft feature. Next thing I'm going to do is round out the edges of the top of the bottle cap using the fillet feature. I'm going to select this top edge right here, and I'm going to make sure that the radius of that fillet is 2.5 millimeters. That looks good to me. So I'm going to accept that fillet. Next, I'm going to create the opening at the bottom of the bottle cap. And to do that, I'm going to use the shell feature. I'm going to select that bottom face, and I'm going to make sure that the shell is 0.5 millimeters in thickness, like that. So far, so good. Everything looks good to me. So I'm going to accept the shell feature. And the last thing to do here is add the color and the decal, so the picture that goes on the top. So I'm going to deselect all the planes just to see my bottle cap a little bit better. Like that. Now I'm going to find decal, and I'm going to upload the image that I'm going to use for that top face. Once that logo is uploaded, I am going to select the face where I want it. I'm going to navigate to the top and use the arrows to make sure that it is centered. All right, just a few more adjustments. Looks good to me. I'm going to accept that decal. Last thing I'm going to do is add color. So I'm going to add appearance to feature, and I'm going to select the first loft, the second loft, and the fillet. And I'm going to change those three features to this orange color. Looks good. And then I'm going to add a different color to the shell that I have at the bottom. I'm going to use this gray color to resemble the metal aspect of the bottle cap. Looks good to me. And that's pretty much it. I'm just going to change the view to shaded without edges. It looks good. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and check out my channel for more projects. Happy creating.